What's going on, Murph? Appreciate you always tuning in. Disappointed with my tail, I believe, last time. So we got to do some things correctly this game. All right, we got to try to steal this momentum.
On the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just
I
north
know
of
he like to run a
downtown
lot of
Tampa.
that cover four,
Today we've
but
got
we
an
got to run the ball,
NFC South matchup between the Carolina
steal some momentum.
Panthers and the Tampa Bay
But hope everybody's
Buccaneers.
doing good, man.
Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from Tampa. From just inside the 20, a short kick. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. So, Charles, for this offense, we've been talking all year about how difficult it would be to run the table. And you gave me your chances early in the year. You thought maybe 25%. A few weeks ago, you thought closer to 50, but not quite 50. Now here they are, 15-0. This is happening, isn't it?
I think it is, Brandon, because I do believe this team is too invested, too well coached to fall asleep at the switch now. And I think it ultimately benefits them to stay engaged all the way through the season because make it to the finish line, then they get the open week to refresh and re-energize. But if you get off the gas now, that can really hurt you come playoff time.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46.
They got to stop bucking me on that, man. Tom Brady ain't getting that ball off.
Two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, week 7. And it was the visiting Bucs who came away victorious. So they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Tampa. On second down, here's Fournette. And he's going to be met at about the 43. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Got to watch out for the double verticals right here.
Number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Brady.
Come on, man.
Open man has got one. It's complete.
Yes.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Give him 32 on the play.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And that play going absolutely nowhere.
Got to try to hold him to a field goal right here, but I got to watch out for these post corners,
See the
man.
athleticism there of Brian Burns stopping him behind the line. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Again, it's Fournette. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
It looks like, yes, it is 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
They're going with a dime set. To throw is Brady. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
So Brady departs, and on is Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal. Succop's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a
All right, let's see if I can get a return right here. Get it up the middle. I'm going to try to take this to the crib.
And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Succop now set to kick it off following the made field goal. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
Oh, come on, man. Keep running.
20 to the 22-yard line.
Dang, I paid the wrong play. He in the cover 4, though, so we got to run the ball.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up.
We got to keep running the ball.
Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Second down, another chance for Hubbard. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? When I go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I like to keep carrying it, thank you.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. In motion comes the tight end left. They'll try and run the option. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Backed up where they were on this side of the field, that was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a first down in that situation?
Panther football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Slot man moves right. And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And oh, he spins past him and into space. Touchdown, Carolina. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
I got to stop Godwin on the post. It's unstoppable right now.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Inside handoff now to Fournette. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Room here to run. Pass the
That was a nice run.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
He had that scooter.
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film when those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hole, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Got to keep the same game plan. I got to keep
Panthers
running.
out there and ready to
It might be a cover 2 right here.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the
He had his
drive.
corner dropping
Series
75
to
yards.
series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
1st down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop his shoulder.
He got a high-power offense, so we're going to slow the thing down. We're going to get him out of that quarters defense with a couple of adjustments that he's doing. The cover 4 and the cover 2.
This first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity.
He's standing in his cover 4 coming down, so the safety can read my guy right there, which is fine and dandy. We're just going to take our shots. He's going to come down real hard. We just gotta seal and read. Take the game a little slow. Maybe I can force him getting a turnover or something.
They'll give this to Hubbard running right. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays.
All right, he in a zero coverage right here.
He's got to probably think about going
He
to
coming.
the air instead of
He
maybe
coming.
staying with the ground game.
He coming. And we don't even care. Oh, man. Come on, Moore.
But it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal.
Come on, Moore. You got to beat that, man.
Take possession.
That's my fault.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
To throw again on second down. Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin.
Everybody know that's BS right there, man.
33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Brady. Escaping the pressure right. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. The Bucs forced to use their
Now watch you go to the post right here.
timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Again, it's Brady. This will be caught inside the 10. Oh, he's going to be brought down there in the field.
What is they feeding Godwin on this game, man? I got 7 people over there covering him, and he's still catching them.
Chance to bring out the field goal unit. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This is a game, Charles, that's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trail by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And he'll get about 3 up past the 25.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They're taking the short, steady bursts.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. And he'll send the tight end in motion left. Walker from the gun on third down. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football.
I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Bucs take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes this a 9-point game. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you
don't have to throw the ball.
To them.
I can still run it.
To look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Second down, another chance for Hubbard. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys in the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Now Walker. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for Buccaneer TD. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
Hey, that's a great observation, too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back. 19 seconds.
And they go play action. Here's Walker. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On third down. Here's a run by Hubbard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Right back to Hubbard. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off the play fake, Walker. He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Play action now, Walker. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
On the handoff, it's Hubbard. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Hubbard again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
I need him to make 1 turnover. Give us a shot.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Go back.
2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 86 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Up the gut, Fournette. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives them a 1st and 10.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 9 yards on the run there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Again, it's Fournette, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They'll try and run for it with Fournette, and he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Brady going to look to throw. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
They got on Tom Brady and Godwin nuts. That was usually right there.
And the Bucs are closing in on that 16-0 record as they add on to. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with the tackle. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Walker. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. First down, Walker. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
No gain on the play.
GG's to the Bucs.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Pretty secure lead, but what's the harm in adding another touchdown, right? At least that's what they were thinking on that snap. But if he wants to add more points, got to bring the throw down just a little bit and keep it in the end zone.
Succop's kick is good. And with that last field goal, that puts him now at 300 made on his career, and that is something to celebrate.
And that puts him in the top 30 all time. So he's really made a mark, and he's got plenty of life left in that leg, that's for sure.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete.